Edwardsville, Kansas. Edwardsville is a city in Wyandotte County, Kansas, United States, and is part of the unified government which also contains Kansas City, Kansas, most of Bonner Springs, and roughly 1/4 of Lake Quivira. As of the 2010 census, the city population was 4,340. Edwardsville was surveyed in 1869 on land formerly belonging to Half Moon, an Indian chief of the Delawares. It was named for John H. Edwards, a general passenger agent for the Union Pacific Railroad, who later served as a justice of the peace and state senator from Ellis County, Kansas. Edwardsville is located at 39°0348 and 94°4852 W/39.063428° and 94.814347° W/39.063428, -94.814347. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 9.36 square miles, of which 9.04 square miles is land and 0.32 square miles is water. Edwardsville is part of the Kansas City metropolitan area. As of the census of 2010, there were 4,340 people, 1,632 households, and 1,107 families residing in the city. The population density was 480.1 inhabitants per square mile. There were 1,716 housing units at an average density of 189.8 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 86.6% white, 6.0% African American, 0.8% Native American, 0.8% Asian, 0.1% Pacific Islander, 2.8% from other races, and 2.9% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 7.3% of the population. There were 1,632 households, of which 35.9% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 49.4% were married couples living together, 12.9% had a female householder with no husband present, 5.5% had a male householder with no wife present, and 32.2% were non-families. 26.2% of all households were made up of individuals and 9.4% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.55 and the average family size was 3.06. The median age in the city was 36.9 years. 25.6% of residents were under the age of 18, 7.3% were between the ages of 18 and 24, 27.6% were from 25 to 44, 26.7% were from 45 to 64, and 12.7% were 65 years of age or older. The gender makeup of the city was 48.6% male and 51.4% female. As of the census of 2000, there were 4,146 people, 1,568 households, and 1,091 families residing in the city. The population density was 461.1 people per square mile. There were 1,651 housing units at an average density of 183.6 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 90.33% white, 4.94% African American, 0.36% Native American, 0.24% Asian, 1.76% from other races, and 2.36% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 4.78% of the population. There were 1,568 households, out of which 32.8% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 53.6% were married couples living together, 11.8% had a female householder with no husband present, and 30.4% were non-families. 26.3% of all households were made up of individuals and 10.0% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.52 and the average family size was 3.03. In the city, the population was spread out with 26.0% under the age of 18, 8.1% from 18 to 24, 30.0% from 25 to 44, 21.5% from 45 to 64, and 14.4% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 36 years. For every 100 females, there were 91.1 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 84.6 males. The median income for a household in the city was $42,875, and the median income for a family was $48,225. Males had a median income of $37,806 versus $23,750 for females. The per capita income for the city was $18,887. About 7.3% of families and 7.6% of the population were below the poverty line, including 11.5% of those under age 18 and 6.5% of those age 65 or over. The city of Edwardsville maintains a full scope of emergency services. It has a full-service police department with officers on duty 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It also has a fire department which utilizes a 2015 Pierce Sabre for its primary response engine. Other apparatus include a backup engine, brush truck, and chief's vehicle. The department is staffed by full-time personnel and volunteers, and includes 3 captains and a chief. In July 2014, the city started its own emergency medical service, which operates as part of the fire department. This service operates with 2 ambulances, both Ford F-450s, and a supervisor vehicle.